Zdravím všechny na YouTube, tímto příběhem ze záchodu začínáme toto videjko. Lidí versus MIBR predikce, vyhrávají lidí, protože mají GOAT je zpět a samozřejmě na tom nemám kameny, že jo, nejsem zaujatý. Nice. Sedal neměl co dělat z týr 1, ale... Ever. Totální hnus. To ještě bomí do hru, počkej, co je? Jo! Zachráněno, prosím. Ne. Nice. Šurbitek.
In that instance, and Genom, one of the quietest rookies on this MIBR squad in their debut here in Toronto.
Metak back, kámo.
He's already started to inch forward in the jail direction.
Musíš věžit.
There we go from Cortezia, Tech punished for the jump up, and now Jern going to get additional info towards the site. Would love to force Camo off this angle with the outlaw.
Camo giving another option just to fall off.
Je to jeho main role. Jako na Phoenixovi dal 30, no. Nevadí, chlapi, tohle je bonus. Myslím, že fandím FNC, kámo. Dokud tam je booster, tak budu vždycky fandit defensi. Vlastní bublinku normálně obehrál. Nice, Penny.
Camo's on the outside looking in, and he'll be pursued by young Verno.
To jsem překecal, Laura. Protože jsem zatím tipnul normálně, že... Kolik se hrál zápasů, chat? 6? 5 ze 6 zápasů? Takový, jo, fakt, nebo já nevím. Prostě jsem to až moc trefil a říkal jsem si, že... Když na to koukám... ASPASE je absolutní droska, dneska vyhrajem. Os! Taky jsem dneska ligy fanoušek.
Peel away from that A side, given that he's all the way up here, but NATS, oh, he catches. Will he expect Cortezia though, who is also
žádný lurky nebudou.
Double lurk going through, timing just a bit off.
Spotted out. This hasn't really dissuaded MIBR from drifting over in the B direction to play behind his Viper wall.
Dokonce si naladila i stejnou barvičku, jakoby týmovou, Laura, ceníme.
Safe to move forward. High tide there rather is going to cut things off. Just Fury disrupting.
Pozor, záda. Teď to by, co tam stalo. To je ten div. NATS 1-0 ASPASE.
MIBR down to the youngsters. That's Cortezia. You know, 1 versus 4.
Víš, kámo, to bude přetahovačka, ale ze strany na stranu, už to vidím. Já už to vidím. Dobrá, že spíš.
But they're denied by that Molly temporarily.
They respect it. Now going to make the win through rafters. MIBR have the hot foot. They're going to
keep moving.
ASPASE can't connect the shot as Artazine on 410 now. Nats will show himself in theory. Just in time, Artazine can connect. Verno and Shedham now. Have to lock it down. Camo low in the back corner. And it's on Verno.
Takhle se fandí. Takhle se prohrává kolo, dámy a páni. Ještě si myslíš, že je na TikToku. Ale okamžitě jdi na YouTube a napiš si tam Vašek Valorant, Loud versus Fnatic. Kámo, tam se neměl ani cent, ale mě tady přišlo varování od sousedů, ať se uklidním. Tento. Čokláme, žotelky. Děkuji, Dejník. To, co vyhraješ, musíš poslat na další. Furt dokola takhle. Dokud do to nepřijdu.
Doesn't actually have to use the code for any level of safety. Cascade to assist.
Ševanci.
Who's playing so far forward.
Do nuly.
Covered off the push into screens. Here comes a Viper's pit from the back of the site in theory to give TL a way in. Artazine, he has got
Počkej, kámo, ale...
That was Shenum. Able to find him, and Kiko now needs to find a time to get out of this pit, but it is...
Tady vykecává, mě tady uniká, je plata. Vlastně pravda, on netrolí. Je to actually netrolí.
Deep down mid. MIBR, they are pretty straightforward when it comes to this attack map, so why not stack? Recon instantly broken. Obviously, Team Liquid not the greatest weapons actually spam through.
No, tak to stačilo, vidíš to? Stačilo přijít si jenom varování, ole, a už tě podepsali. Teď byl varováno. Nice. No jasně, vole. No jasně, vole. To je prostě tutovka. To je prostě tutovka. Rage get richer se říká, že tady to máte v přímém přenose. Ale kolikrát, když ty týpek zabije někoho savou ultinou, to je v piči.
If MIBR have one rookie that has had no fear, even against
4 tiky tento zápas. Kámo, pre-fire. Nejseš moc podle mě deep, Pablo. Nejseš podle mě moc deep. Jak jako 4 tikety. Jeden si dal, že si nevěděl, kdo hraje, takže si dal MIBR, tak to musel přebít, abys dal Liquid. Fragy na Kika a ještě něco, ale...
Get to be early. The alarm bot placement suggests there might not be staying here. Yeah. Send a cascade, pull out, make use of
Kde je seriál na Netflixu? Ty kokos. Ty kokos. Mohl jsem takto? 0,1 vteřiny. Reaction time. Tak to enjoy. Počkej, ale moji koně 4v5. Ten je úplně umytej, vole, co je? Co to je? Nice. Zase 4 let. Komu jako? Kámo, oni hrajou na molíky. Jak absolutní. Ani jsem nedoutal, kámo. Máme to all good, vole, to jsou malé věci pro ní. To je už vesmír. Tuto reakci litru udělat 1000 kor. Ale vole, co se děje? Tohle je konec randy. Pablo dneska to... Polovina výplaty. Ale penis.
That information is crucial. MIBR, they like going for this double lurk with both their Viper and the KJ.
No hezky, ale chlapi, hezky jedete, vole. Tohle mě muselo být, ty vole. Takhle hezky, abyste jeli. Čau, Tinka. Hello, hello.
Big mid presence this round for TL, maybe a response to what we just saw from MIBR. But a stunning start for the EMEA squad.
Říkal Novby, Pablo. Z jakého jsem slyšel od Aristotela z Ústí. A ten Keiko, kámo, je v Malajzii, no. A má do Indie, že já ti říkám, on musel dostat něco, že prostě rok, jakoby, to bude aktivní, že pokud by se ukázal tady, tak se bude něco s ním řešit, víš? Jako nevypadal vůbec spokojeně, tam však on tam měl ty hroty na tom hotel lobíčku, že normálně ho tam, že po něm jdou normálně, že potřebuje českou ambasádu rychle, vole. Díky potichu to mám. Tým červených, pome. Nádhera, počkej, pozor. Půl loku na jejich server, je tohle. To se chodí ale na Koreu. To by nešel tam, kde je novby je trochu jiný take. Nice! Trochu jiný úrovni. Kámo, ten Keiko je nejlepší, by the way. Vždycky sázím na Keika už od teď. Play.
They've very much given up the B site and they just have passive info gain with that alarm bot under tube, turret on boiler. Very prepared for this A hit, ready to absorb that.
Dobrý večer.
Back site, hoping to get that kill. Maybe go for the full retake if that's an opportunity.
Ne, kámo, patníku, to jak se o tom hodně lidi tam bavili a to jakoby, když slopeš, když nasáváš to každý den. Oh! My goat! Jsem říkal, kámo, že vyhrajou MIBR. Že prostě když x let denně chlastáš, tak actually ten chlast ti může spustit totální jako bláznoviny v hlavě, že nemusíš ani nic horšího. Mocně slintá, kámo.
Verno eats the vulnerable and hopes to have an opportunity, but it does not present itself. NATS is out of there.
And all the while with that mid-action, okay, Artson does catch out Penny on the retreat.
Jako klip hezký, ale nebylo to určeno.
Nejlepší, co jsem viděl. Shenom though, really expect that second player up tube. MIBR also emphasizing their defensive efforts in mid.
Look at ASPASE, he's on the long flank right now, but Patatek aware.
Oh, ale Patatek to slyší. Boom!
Can't run back against the nasty spray transfer. Shenom through the wall. Timing hurts him though. Camo deals with him. Now to push up over towards Cruz.
Nádhera. Ty si vypař, Katarína. Od Kedi.
Hoping someone goes for a reclear. He is daring them to face.
Wallbang. Rip.
Spray this one. Cop as he steps up.
Ale no, ještě jedno, to je W.
At the moment, Shenom here starting to think about drifting back towards the epicenter of the action.
Nice.
Because NATS here with the outlaw up tube.
It is remarkable that. Oh my God!
Wide swing.
Just facing into the open, gun down.
Kiko handles him comfortably, but there was another gun trained on ASPASE anyway.
Alright, high tide is going up. Counter high tide.
Zkusil, ale.
What is NATS doing?
Verno was trying to
do Kika se nepíkuje, ale.
How?
Nad zase flank, kamo. To je takový prase, ale. Jak to hraje jako kámo. On prostě odmítá s někým mít férový duel. To je fakt takový
Look at this, there is a long flank from Shenom coming around. He's just trying to.
To je jeho celoživotní mise, prostě se plazit. Ten týden musí hrozný nervy, bady tady stojí celý kolo. Actually má timing. Kurva, jsem to zakřik. Dobrý. Uf. Když je nedá ani hovno, ale málem vyhrál kolo. Ale jako zase jedna věc je, jak vypadá individuálně a statisticky, druhá věc je jak moc zlepšuje level jeho spoluhráčů. Taky můžeš zhoršovat level spoluhráčů a dávat na piču info, na piču rotit. Vždycky být ten, co traduje a teda.
As far as stall utility goes, MIBR are well positioned, already having bought some time with that awkward situation for TL. They cover the spike and all drop down. They might look to take multi-faces as they contact now into the A site. First challenge, we are Shenom taken down Artazine. Shenom's got to find a space off of it at least, but Camo's gotten in there. Team Liquid now starting to scrap for the site, and it's only Shenom standing under rafters. It's not enough for MIBR.
We are so back. Počkej, my jsme nikdy nebyli jinde. Ještě jsem se nenechal nabejtit, někdo psal s tím ASPASem, že ASPAS na killy je free. Ještě jsem se nenechal nabejtit, kámo. Taky říkal, že bude ASPAS dneska mít hodně fragů, protože už nebude chodit první. A on chodí první a na defendu, takže.
And for the first time in VCT, will deal a loss to MIBR and Icebox.
Jak víš? Já vůbec nevím,
not what you want to see.
And some serious danger on the run right now with ASPASE, who has been eager to take duels on this A-side. Hunter Spirit coming through, Benny midair.
Arzine handled comfortably, just one blade was enough to do it, but he had more where that came from. Another great Hunter Spirit from Verno, but it's not going to be enough. Now to sight under full control of TL and a
line up na Viper ultinu.
harder for MIBR to get back in.
Nice. My Gold tam má malou skulinku, koukej. On tam má skulinku, kde je save. Bobby. Ale co to je za plant, vole, do píči? OK. To. To dropne tu ultinu, ne? Možná. Nebo raidropovat tu ultinu, radši potom. Kámo. Pičo! Tak tohle je, kámo, nástup jak blázen. Týpek doletěl později. Máš už ony nalipit, podle mě. Dáš? To jak nezabil ten Shannon. Ten je nejhorší, by the way. Ardzín a Shannon to jakoby... To jsou jakoby moji koně. Díky nim, díky Ardzinovi a Shannonovi, dneska vyhrajeme.
A lot of damage onto Serial. But with just 3, how can they get back in? You have Cortezia on that late flank, but there's so much delay from this dark cover now going up. And MIBR, they have nothing to really get through it. Maybe a recon.
NATS se nevykrysíš, kámo.
Oh man, inside the poison overdrops and NATS is able to find just a stunning shot.
Iniciátor jako maina. Jinak je forsovat NATS na blíčem jako pičuje. Zároveň NATS je jakoby jedna z nejlepších Viper normálně EU, takže...
Trapwire is also there, so MIBR don't have anywhere to go now. They're going to be pinched in this part of the map. They've got to fall back to Halls, ideally. Kiko wants to take the fight to ASPASE, and yet he's back turned. 4-0 for Kiko. Again, dominant showing on Icebox. He has stepped
a bude
up
po tomhle eventu furt existovat ten ASPASE Glaze, nebo už konečně lidi vole se probudí z diskotéky?
Team Liquid, they know it's definitely possible that a player is here. Shannon with the first.
Now it's a matter of numbers. Overwhelm that position ideally, but Genom's able to TP away and still might look to take the fight. Cats Nation, do they have the answer? You'd better believe it.
Jo, hrál nějaký postavičky, ale filoval, no. Neumí to.
His bonus round too strong for them. Apparently, Cortezia gets in though through the cyber cage in the back of sight, gives it a tap. Verno decayed down, but healing up. Kiko steps out, wide swing from Human now. NATS has to clutch this away.
No.
Almost gets there, but it's a nonchalant King Verno.
Nonchalant, jako ten Verno je by far nejlepší z těch MIBR.
Much like against Genji, Verno lightly there, but happy to convert against that bonus round strat that Team Liquid brought out.
Costly though, look at the weapons at MIBR. Stinger, Bulldog mixed in with the Guardian. Shannon value out of his weapon. ASPASE is able to get away, and Camo took a pretty big hit in that exchange. The Dizzy going to create the spacing to get ASPASE out properly.
Now being spotted out, Team Liquid still
dobrý call od ASPASE, teda ASPASE, co je melu, kurva, od NATS, vole. Jako, neplánoval, že to dopadne takhle asi, ale tradeli by se.
Low HP Camo, maybe he can make some space and get traded off.
It is Cortezia, Seal and Panatek both go down. Nice little setup here. Arzine, Bulldog a little bit wayward. He's Verno in a great position to get into the against a true veteran. Camo wants to fight through this with a Stinger.
Good. He could have seen the barrel, but it looked like he was so locked in on the dark cover.
Oh, that awkward. Camo gets away with it. How? 3 players for MIBR here on Link, and they're going to go for it. Arzine the Herald gets on in there, but now Hunter's Fury comes straight through. Panatek trying to light them up as they get on in here. Serial going to be outdone by Cortezia and the Guardian. Arzine finally finds connection with that Outlaw.
Tam on strašně locked in, kdyby NATS a Kiko jsou tak locked in. Tež, se mohli line-upnout.
Maybe push up as that top cover is getting cycled. Team Liquid, they do love to go for these deep wrap site executes.
No dobrý, jo, to včera, kámo.
One of the other sides
is the timing. There's a timing from Verno here through spawn, spotted by Camo. who'll now get ahead of it into Boba.
Oh, I love this from MIBR trying to get control of B-Main. This has to be a trade from ASPASE, and he connects with the rocket.
Now we can double back. There's action over at B. Camo
Nice.
is in that site.
On vysral, ale ten Arzín naštěstí bot.
Again. He's the kryptonite of the champion of old. Drop down to forward that spray. Hannah's Fury though has been developed.
Jako bez ver na ty MIBR by byly úplně v prdeli.
It's going to be ripped by Verno as the spike gets tapped. Team Liquid wanted to bait this out. You still have ASPASE in B main. Oh, that connection was close. ASPASE is a little bit weak, and he is biding his time. Team Liquid, they would love to be able to push for some space together rather than feeling encircled in sight. Was that just spray? Pure spam through. Verno only had 3-4 HP.
That's kind of devastating. Verno could still have been such a
Nejedne tu levou, nebo co?
from that Boba position. Camo still watching for it, but the moves are here in main and market respectively. Shannon wants to head up towards Boba. Camo is stuck on that line. It's going to be a tough fight for him to win. ASPASE gives himself away now. Great paranoia for Shannon to get him, but ASPASE is dealt with. He would have had to find 3.
ASPASE dal špatný decision, mate.
Chico again slaps down.
Nevadí.
Stinger for Shannon. It's looking ugly there in terms of the arsenal.
I like this from TL. Tap the spike. Let's try and get some util out. See if they swing into us.
Spike planted.
Play it safe. All right, and now we can get the spike down. Now we can position.
This is what ASPASE wanted last round. A recon to try and set him up. Nothing was shown from it. And here's NATS. Happy just to play out in the open by main. Doesn't see
Kapitán prostě si tady hantí, vole, auta ve mekáčky, má to piči.
Stinger and Sheriff now to go for it for MIBR. They grouped up, and that's just gonna go looking punished for that.
To je jako.
Outlaw unrecoverable though, and so is the round as far as MIBR concerned. Shannon found a second, but eventually TL just overload that mark.
Nechápu, ale moc.
There's going to be quick pressure on this A side if it's forced to be shot. With this cloud, that's going to give the opportunity for Team Liquid to cross and then double face as the smoke drops in case someone from MIBR was playing close.
Shannon second guesses himself there and opts not to overextend. Kiko likely was watching that line and still is. But into halls is the rest of TL. 3 players getting a lot of map control, and no one's watching from alley here, Wyatt.
This wall from NATS is so cool. They basically just give up Link. They're going to let Serial play on that side late. Send everyone through elbow. We have
MIBR retakes
matter of fact, let's just contact in.
Oh, wait a minute. Trying to get up on the box there?
Probably for the best he didn't, because he was getting spammed through.
Maybe he just thought better of it not to into the side. They are paranoia really.
NATS nejdl, teda NATS, kam aspoň nejdl 2 svý, vole. Jebene.
Now we'll look to step out. Some good old-fashioned fights here, and of course, blood for halls. So TL don't have to overextend. There's no undue risks that need to be taken here.
Kámo, ten Verno je jako... Verno value je through the roof, jebe. Díky bohužel Liquid mají celý tým i problém.
That Shockdar breaks the tripwire. MIBR have been pressed back into more passive positions, so they can just walking into market right now, slowly, silently.
That cam from Cortesi is designed to be able to look into B main as well.
Je to jakoby ani nemůže se stát.
Spray through the dark cover here is MIBR trying to slow the game down, but Camero's gotten in onto the side. This is now a problem. All of MIBR playing from Boba.
Za třetí to uklidní.
Timing. It is ASPASE leading the way. Shannon was able to get there with the classic serial under
to je
pressure.
zajatka.
Now a beat, a break in the action.
Mě 15, i tak 15 si nemůže být dlouho.
Takes serial down to 10, and Shannon converts. It's just NATS. No plant yet for TL. TP from Shannon heard as he gets back into Boba, and he shows a little bit of leg.
Spotted out, drone going to come in from Verno. NATS forced to dodge that for now.
Jo, to bylo to, dávej k tomu, ty židli, kamo.
Verno versus NATS again.
Verno shoulder piece here, NATS ice cold.
Co ti jebe? Co ti jebe, kamo? 2 borci jak svině proti sobě jako tlačou uležit. To je cinema, tu letí 2 hajzlové.
Who's watching the other corner? Ring around the rosy, but
on se bral vandal. Oh. Clash, kamaráde.
The rounds they're chasing wide. They've been sorely looking for these conversions.
Bude dělat žádný, nebo když už, tak sebe dát úplně dolů, jakoby z prdele, chápeš? Nebo se vůbec nedá do toho týdle. Nejlepší podle mě varianta.
What does that just spray through the smoke?
I mean, they challenged the one way. Team Liquid. I guess there's a smoke at Link, so he just played through that.
Yeah, did the
nutty timing.
Did the dark cover not go down in time?
A můj tým tady prohrává mezi tím. By co furt sprayuje ten seriál, kámo, ten má tak usprayovaný.
MIBR flip the map.
inspirovanou formu, vole. A tady v Evropě, by the way, nejvyšší catch percentage ze všech. 55%. Only tops. Může vypadat jak navařil něco tady. To byl jeho klip kariéry, vole. Jasně, Pavlítos. Tam se vaří jakoby, tam se vaří nějaký věci. Ale nemám k tomu víc info.
Frono wants to get into the side. It looks like he wants to manifest an opportunity to at least find one kill, bring us into a 3v3 for the retake.
From the shadows there from Keiko. Back with the rest of the team now. Smoke to the top box of Ali, but Cortezia will play just on the vestiges of it. See Keiko coming! They both themselves, Team Liquid.
Clean.
A bit of a misassumption made about the position of the Cypher, and it's punished eventually. They bring Cortezia down. Verno's comfortable in his element, you'd think.
Tak pojď. Pojď Cerealie. Proti Goat himself.
This is now ASPASE's chance to show us where the heck he's been.
Where the heck he's been? Týbek se kouká, týbek se normálně natočil, týbek si natočil to, jak ho vyšoustal.
From MIBR, this is looking like a classic B hit and leaves you. Well, okay, well, Cypher's left in the dirt on tiles.
Dirt? Tak ukáž, ASPASE se bude soustředit na to, jaký má ASPASE jakoby ten impact a spacing a všechno. Aktuálně jde první Gecko a ASK jde třetí. Koukej na minimapu. Full bait jde do toho Gecka. Full.
Zero pistols for MIBR as Team Liquid get another one. Turns into a 41 health Shenom and easily.
Jako snaží se hrát jako první, max druhý, většinou. A jako nestřílí, no. Mi přijde taky. Dobře, Matej, jak se chovají hezky, ale...
TL just happy right now to play in the death ball formation. Keep up A if they need to, go for the retake, face together mid. They're making this easy. They're going to make it look effortless unless Cortezia lives up to the headshot machine name.
Jejda.
Relay bolts for Camo. Into that space.
Ten nebyl tak marnej. Nebyl, no. Ale víc baitil. Nevím. Já se mu stalo to samé, co se stalo celým Heretic. Ale vůbec to nechápu.
Artson getting pretty close to the thrash. Team Liquid, they have 3 players here again.
Walking this again. Oh shit, I'm punished for going for the
A on samotný ten core NATS, Keiko a Camo, tak jsou jakože hodně solid. Ty 3 mě jako hodně... Co tě, jaký timing má? Proč nehraje disciplínu? Chyba nedostane záda. Kámo, ten Verno, vole. Měj se Maty, zpětuj trochu svědomí a měj se hezky. Že přijdeš lépe nalazen. Alešek by dal toho last. Vyprimovaný Alešek. To si ho nemastí. Nespí přes den. Všechny bylinky ovládá ještě. To nesežerou tu fakeovou paranoju, ne? Viděl ho? Viděl. Mám divný feeling, kámo. Tak nemám, protože mi to spolnul crowd. Já myslím, že to je perma.
To find an early advantage. Look at NATS even walking down mid into tiles.
And the spike is loose on the wrong side of the one-way. ASPASE has to find a way to recover him. NATS on that walk.
And he's just thinking, why is he even here? Panitek.
Kdo tam hrál Flashe v tu dobu? Let's go Tweezy, zarobené. Zarobené, díky mi to byla tutovka. Chawanzin. Chawanzin plně util, nemusel mít úplně insane, ale jako zase firepowerově. Jo, Chawanzin na Tweez, vole. To byly fakt insane. Počkej, Chawanzin, ale počkej, Chawanzin nebyl ze Sasim, jako pičovina. Sasi ho nahradil Chawanzin, myslím, hrál víc revealy, no. Pozor. Je pravda, že Sadák umí hrát taky Kaja, vole. Uvidíme Tweezy, co uvaříme, kam.
Yeah, smacks of a one and done, but he's got the speed to get out of the smoke at the very least.
The thing is, the existence of that Pocky Plat is moving the rest of the team into Liquid, who are stacked up, market and mid.
Co to je za fight divnej? Co to je za jatka, za áramku?
How do they get Camo involved with this Bucky? That's mid-rounding now. Kiko, what a timing. ASPASE again perched up on the kiosk when the 10th spot is taken down, and Nats has an opportunity here to really ruin the day.
30 seconds left.
Just Verno again.
Thanos 1v2.
How much can you ask this guy to do? Team from MIBR when
hráli několikrát proti Kamovi, že?
Faster play towards A apparently.
Jako Enterprise.
Go back to that position.
A pak hrál za něco jiného i Kamo, že jo? On pak hrál jiný region ještě.
Fast lane, Panatek wants to hang around. He knows the death blow is there. The Damocles sword hangs above MIBR as they await their fate. Contezia has to get them out of here.
Nebo ne?
Mirror theft to see Kiko and Serial lining up for a double face. Into the hope of
zadarmo, kámo.
A missing world champion for MIBR.
Nádhera. Zdravíme do Berouna. NATS přišel zvednout svůj tým.